What's up, guys? It's been a while since I made the last video where I was talking. Somehow I find it more enjoyable to just make no talk videos and just demonstrating. This video here today we are going to sharpen an axe, and we're doing it pretty simple without any expensive machines or stones. We are using wet and dry paper, and in the long run it can be a bit expensive, but for me I use it so much. Even though I have the Tormek, I use wet and dry paper for a lot of my things, including axes. If they need to be reground because they got a nasty nick or something on the edge, of course it's easier to do it on a Tormek, but just to sharpen it, for me it's way easier to just do it on with the wet and dry paper. So that's what we are going to use. I'm just gonna finish my coffee from a very nice endgrain cup by Yoav. Yeah, this is a beast. I really love this cup. So yeah, so I'll do some demonstration talk and try to explain now that I don't do that very often. Oh yes. Ah. So this is Gränsfors wildlife hatchet. This is the Karlsson carving axe, and this over here is Julia Kalthoff's small carver. I have been using this for a long time, and now I'm using this, and I don't know why, but it's nice just to change a bit. If I'm going to the woods, I bring the wildlife hatchet. So today I'm going to sharpen this one. I could run it through all three axes, but I think it's the same technique, so I will just run through with the wildlife hatchet. So I already reground the axe with the coarse diamond stone on the Tormek and the very fine. So it's not really a damaged edge, but whatever. You can still see the difference, and even though I told in the beginning that it's not really necessary to go and sharpen your axe with a really fine paper and make it like mirror polished, because first time you use it, and after 5 minutes on a chopping block it will have small nicks. So for me it's just better to finish it with a medium fine sharpening wood and dry paper. We will start with 320, and for me I think it's kind of pointless to glue this on a stick, because I just fold it and put some pressure with my fingers like this. It's a very good idea to take a pen and then mark the whole edge. So you always know where you are working and sharpening. So here you can see I just sharpened the shoulder of the bevel, and of course I need to sharpen down here on the bevel itself. So when I sharpen, I try to put my finger here on the other edge, and prevent that I don't round it. So I know where it is. I think that's the best way I can explain it. This is a very weird angle, but I try to do my best here to explain. Another thing you really need to look at is if you can see that there's some sort of space between the paper here and the edge. So you need to angle it to see that when there's contact with a full bevel, that's where you're going to sharpen. That's how you can find the angle. So another technique you really have to focus on is the reflections on the bevel, because when you go up to a finer grit, you can see the marks. I'll try to see if I can make it find the reflections here. So here is, try to see the difference. This is the rough 320 grit, and this is 1200. So I'll see if I can, adjusting the camera can be a bit difficult here. It should be really easy to see, what I'm talking about. There. And this is really exaggerated, because this is a difference between 320 and in a second 2,500. And 5,000 here. So this could be more fine, but that's a polished 2,500, 5,000 and polished, and this here is just 320. The difference is very, very big here, and you have to look after very, very small variations when you go one step up. In this case it's 320, 600, 1200, 25 and 5,000, so I double up. So that's one way to see, okay, this bit here, just 2 millimeters maybe from the edge. You see it's a bit finer surface, and that's that's how you can navigate in where you are, and if you have sharpened been over this the different parts on the bevel. So from here I'm just gonna sharpen this, and I will show you the end result. So this took me, I don't know, 5 minutes or something, 4 minutes. I know I said I just reground the axe on my Tormek, but even though if this axe was used and had some small nicks, it wouldn't take me more than maybe 5 or 10 minutes to make this very nice again. So it's very effective. I could go on with the 2500 and the 5000 and again do the super crazy mirror polish, but that's so overkill and you don't need it for spoon carving. And if you take this axe to the woods, I mean, you will probably damage it a lot for a weekend or a hike. So I don't know, just bring some of this wet and dry paper, or I mean use it in your workshop. I use this for my spoon knives, and I can't imagine something better to use for spoon knives. For axes, you will make a hollow grind on the axe if you use the Tormek, and for some things it could be okay, but I will always just finish with the wet and dry paper. So why is it so important to have sharp tools when you are making spoon carving or something similar? Well, you put so much extra work and effort in dull tools. They are dangerous, and they won't cut as good. And it's so much faster to just have sharp tools to work with. So now I'm ready to just begin with the other axes. It takes, as I said before, 5 minutes just to touch it up. And if you, as I had done a long time ago, hit a fucking nail in a piece of wood from a garden, and you don't have a Tormek, then you have to maybe use 20 minutes or an hour, depending on how bad it is. But if you are that lucky that you don't hit anything stupid, I mean, 5 minutes, maybe 10 if you're a perfectionist. And it's super easy to use, and even to buy those wet and dry sharpening papers. So, well, I think that was my best advices. That's those advices I teach, and techniques I teach in my sharpening courses. So you actually got something for free. But if you want some hands-on, better explanations, and if you're based in Denmark or want to come to Denmark, well, I make courses, spoon carving courses and sharpening courses. So I don't know if I'm gonna make another talk video soon, but I just like to make those no talk videos. But I really missed just to talk, explain some techniques. I think I will make some more definitely soon, but yeah. Take care and see you in the next video, and as always, please like and subscribe to my channel. It means a lot, and you guys have been amazing. In December I just got 1,000. I had 1,000 subs in December. Now I got almost 6,200 or 300. So it's growing, and it's super important, and I'm so happy. So thank you very much. See you later. Get going with the sharpening, and if you have any questions, just throw some comments in the on this video, and I will try to answer them as good as I can. Take care.